Hello everybody and welcome to a special YouTube video from Coronation Street. We're trying something a little bit different today. I am Michael.
I'm Gemma.
And we are going to be taking a trip on the Wayback Machine today to have a look at some Coronation Street past, which we're not adverse to doing on the podcast usually, but usually it's to do with the show past. This week we're going to be looking back at Coronation Street websites that are, 20 years old or so. Because it's kind of fun. This is a rabbit hole that I got down, I don't know, last summer, last autumn or something, and I've always wanted to do something for the podcast about it as well. So I thought we'd have a bit of a browse today and pop it up on YouTube for you all to see and maybe reminisce about if you were on the internet back then, or if you're sickeningly young and you weren't even around 20 years ago, you'll get to have an idea about what Coronation Street fans were able to access in terms of online information back pre-millennium, or around the turn of the millennium, I suppose. Gemma, have you used much of the Wayback Machine before?
Yes. Do you think it's weird that surely there must be people that are quite young who might watch this who are like, well, of course there were Coronation Street websites a long time ago. Like, to me, it's like crazy to think of it like 20 years old. But
yeah, I suppose so.
Because if you're younger, you're like, yeah, it's always been like this. Or wasn't it weird that there was a time this didn't...
Yeah, I mean, we're of the generation who grew up without the internet, and it kind of... and by the time we were adults, it was here. Although saying that, a lot of what we're going to look at today does look very different to what websites look like these days. I mean...
Of course they do. Websites have changed a lot.
Yes.
And people's expectations of them. I think that there was a time when if you're a company and you wanted to be taken seriously, you really had to have your own website. And it's only recently, I think, that people don't really care. Like, nobody's going to Coca-Cola.com, are they, to find out about Coke.
I mean, this is pre-social media days,
Exactly.
Wasn't it? Everything is done over Facebook, Twitter,
Yeah, social media is the main way that brands communicate their messages to people. But back in the day, if you wanted to find out, you'd have to go to the website.
Yeah, or make one yourself, or go to one that somebody else has made. And I don't think that fan sites are really much of a thing these days. No. Go on, what were you going to say?
Carry on.
Oh, so I was going to say that back when the internet first exploded, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, one of the things that people used to do is make up their own websites, put them on the internet, usually a bit naff, put a few animated GIFs on there.
Are you trying to attack me?
Well, is this what you did?
Didn't you have your own website?
I had my own website. I had my Spice Girls ringtones website. What did you do?
I just had art. I did art.
Oh, nice.
Drawings.
But because there weren't these social media links and everything to share things on. The internet was just full of fan pages, which doesn't really exist anymore. The official pages of all the companies and everything are still there.
Do you remember when everything was Angel Fire?
Yeah, Angel Fire, GeoCities.
Yes, GeoCities. That was the one I used.
Because I think if you haven't lived through it, it's so difficult to understand just how very different it was back then, and how difficult it was to get stuff uploaded on the internet, and you had such a tiny amount of space that you could upload things to if you were clever enough to know how to even do it. So what we're going to be looking at today is some official and unofficial Coronation Street sites from back then, all thanks to this Wayback Machine, which is like a digital archive of the web that was that was launched back in 2001. I think the makers of it started I don't even know the correct terms for it, caching or storing or whatever, imprints of websites back in the mid-90s, like 96, and then 5 years later they launched this Wayback Machine, which was a way of being able to access what websites used to look like. So every now and then it would access a website, take a little snapshot, I guess, of what it looks like at that time, and then store it on their servers, available for us to have a look at in the future. Because that's one of the things with websites, obviously they get updated all the time. And this is a way to be able to go and see what older versions of them look like. So it's a really cool tool. If you haven't used it before, then you can go along yourself to archive.org/web and browse to your heart's content. But enough blabbering.
This is like the Internet Museum.
It totally is. Let's get on and have a look at some Coronation Street stuff. And where better to start than the official Coronation Street website? Just take a look at this design, everybody. This was captured back in 1999, I think. This is, February 1999. And along the top here, you can see each of these black bars represent other captures that this website had. So you can kind of visit what it looked like in 99, 2000, not at all in the, in the late 2000s here. But what do you make of this design?
This is this was 90. This is pretty it's pretty swish for 99, isn't it? I think quite slick looking, really.
You got your pictures you can click on. You got not very many options. I mean, I don't know whether
one thing you're going to notice probably is that there is a lot more back in the past than there is now, and that's kind of what I was getting at with talking about websites and what the point of having a website is now, and there doesn't really seem to be one, which is why I don't think that the official Coronation Street website that exists now is updated that often. Really, they use it a little bit,
and it links to a lot of social media. The current website, doesn't it? Or it's got previews of next week's episodes, and a little bit of news. But
there's a lot. There's a lot more ways to get information.
Yeah. Of course, these days we do have some fan sites for Coronation Street. Obviously, the Coronation Street blog and Corriepedia, the biggest ones out there. But back in the day before sites like that were around, we really just had this Coronation Street website. And I do have some memories of going on this site when I was little. So let's have a little click around and see what we can find here. So let's click on old Alpha here and see whether we can access some biographies. Now, it might be a little bit slow at times. I don't know whether this is our internet or whether it's something to do with the way the Wayback Machine works itself. But if we look at this, this is incredible compared to like what you have on the Coronation Street website now, which is really just focused on current characters. But you can have a look here and click on any one of these characters that were current at the time, or past characters, and just have a bit of a read about them.
That's amazing.
I mean, do you want to name any of these and have a look?
Harry Hewitt.
See, I have a few that I've had a look at. Harry Hewitt, he's a favourite of ours, isn't he? Where is he? I don't know whether all these works, and this is the thing with the Wayback Machine. Some pages it will have taken logs of, and some of it won't. But so we're going to get things like this happening quite a lot.
Well, click on one of the ones that you've already clicked on.
I've got a feeling that I might have clicked on quite a few of these. So sadly, with this, we're not going to be able to have a look at some of these biographies. But the thing with how this works is it may well be that if we went along and had a look at a different time, you'd be able to find things there. And what I kind of hope with people that watch this video is you go and do a bit of exploring yourself and let us know if you find any real hidden treasures there. Now, this behind the scenes section definitely does work. Have to have a look at Shushing Maxine.
What's this?
And this is interviews and features. Now, a lot of this comes from the official Coronation Street magazine, which we've got, and we've actually got a video here on our YouTube channel as well. So I don't know whether this is a way of trying to make people interested in subscribing to the magazine, but one thing that I notice here particularly is that they don't mind getting some spelling mistakes on there. So we've got Bill Roach's name spelled incorrectly there. I think I might have seen another one as well somewhere. Maybe it's on a different page as well, but let's have a look, see what did Bill have to say back in 1997. I've got a feeling that this one will work.
I like the way it says Ask Kevin Kennedy, but the rest of them are just their name.
So it's all very plain, and there you go. There's Kent. Look at that nice, nice faded picture effect around here.
That's because it took, like you said, the limited space to store things, and also you're loading this up on your old dial-up modem and waiting for things to load, and you're not waiting for a bloody picture.
And another thing that I think people who weren't around in the days of dial-up internet just can't fathom or appreciate just how slow and simple websites had to be.
Yeah.
But there we go. We knew it had taken off immediately, he says. We got an incredible reaction and Coronation Street was raved about. I mean, this is decent stuff, isn't it?
This is really good. So, this is from the website, the magazine it says down there. Also, the colour choice of a nice sort of rich yellow magnolia colour is a fairly popular 90s thing.
Yeah, definitely. Get a bit of an interview with Thelma Barlow here. I think all of these work. So if this is something that people are interested, you go and find this out for yourself. And then it's got some of these pictures as well here. I mean, into features. I mean,
click on dressing room.
Oh, look, here's a spelling mistake. Amanda Barry, my dressing room. So I'm sure it's like, how did they get away with not even spelling the names of the actors right?
Oh no,
I suppose none of the actors were on the internet to find
their agents
out.
should have been on this.
There we go. She's got it right there. Oh, look how youthful she
See,
looks.
this is almost loading in real time for the 90s.
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit slow, isn't it?
And a description of what something looks like with no pictures. Classic.
Yeah, exactly. It is. I mean, yeah. If you want to know what Amanda Barrow's room looks like, well, you have to use your imagination.
She's going to describe it to you.
She tells you about it, but we
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, don't actually get to see what it looked like. A model of the Virgin Mary.
Wow.
A wooden
nice.
artist's model. Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah. She's like, look,
Interesting
check this
stuff.
out. And like, look at her lovely jacket that she had on there. What was it called? What's it called? Waistcoat.
Waistcoat. What about? Oh yeah.
Shape Up with Bev.
Shape Up with Bev. Let's have a look at Beverly Callard and her exercise then.
It seems like they only did this for a select number of months before they got bored.
Yeah,
of,
it looks like they gave up
bored
with
of
it, isn't it? There you go. There's Bev
Feeling
doing
fat, unfit, and fed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I look
Bev
at those
can come
fancy
to your
graphics
rescue.
here. So I mean, this is the height.
What's
I mean,
the
this is
dogs
really
and cats
decent.
thing?
I think it must be about pets on the street.
And then we'll look
Not
at
all
something
TV
different.
stars how champagne tastes. Yeah, there
Oh,
we go. A little bit
the
about
actors.
Scamper.
The dog out.
The
I thought it was
Mallet's
pets
dog.
of famous people.
Yeah, no, this is about the pet actors.
Oh, see, the Coronation Street
This is
magazine.
really, really interesting
It was so
stuff.
good when it was around.
Okay, there's a little Scamper with
I
Judy and
don't-
Gary.
I genuinely don't know how they would have maintained it for much longer than a couple of years.
No, no. What about the story so
Oh my
far?
God.
I know. Look at this. You can go back to every single year in Coronation Street's history. I think I must have
Go on,
tried
what
this.
did-
The year I was born, 1983.
Oh,
And then it tells you
wow.
what was happening in Coronation Street.
And
now, a lot of this...
those are graphics as well. Those
know.
months are graphics.
Yeah,
not
they certainly
text.
are. They're not text. Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is available and much, much more on places like Corriepedia now. But, I mean, this is really decent stuff for a Corrie fan who wanted to find out about, the past of their favourite show back in 1999.
Oh, I like that.
Love it. What's
Yeah,
been
what
happening in
happened?
Corrie in 1999? So, I mean, this is what we've got, I guess,
Oh,
similar
look.
to these days. You can choose whether
Oh,
you're
wow.
a British fan or
This
a
is
Canadian
this
fan.
is more advanced.
Yeah, I hope you're taking notes, Dan. I mean, I'm guessing you might be watching some of this.
Maybe. Oh wow, look at this.
There you go.
So it's
What's been
got
happening?
2 weeks worth of.
Yeah, 2 weeks worth of previews. So
Oh well,
Danny
don't no
tells
spoilers,
Sally
please.
didn't enjoy Blackpool as much.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. This is ahead of where they are in ITV3 at the moment. So maybe a bit of
Spoilers.
maybe a bit of spoilers there if you're not quite caught up. But yeah, that's great stuff.
Out and about. What could that
in
mean?
fact, I'm going to come back to that later. I know what that is. Some of you might have been tempted by
Yeah,
this
what's this?
little thing here. Email a postcard. Now, unfortunately, I have tried this and it doesn't work. But what this let you do is pick one from one of these fantastic photos. You got your Betty Maxine, the
Ah.
Snug Trio, Jack and Vera,
Lovely.
and you could click one and have this appear in an email inbox of a friend, if they were on the
Wow.
internet, that is, and you could send them a little
You
message.
don't need to worry about getting them a Christmas card this year.
Exactly. So yeah, who needs your moon pig and your funky pigeons when you could send an official Coronation Street postcard?
I still have
Fantastic.
somebody that I
Could have done
know
with a bit more choice though.
who yeah, but it's probably took them ages to load those. Somebody I know who I worked with like probably 15 years ago, still every time there's a special event like Easter or Christmas will send me an e-card. They're the only person I know
That's
who
so
does
funny.
it.
Now this is proper. Look at this. Here we go. Here's our first animated GIF of the day. The Grenada
So is
logo.
this the out and about?
No, this is the feedback. It doesn't look that
Feedback?
exciting. Yeah, I mean it's like it's taking you out of the internet website. I mean I don't know, Gemma.
Internet website.
The official website, and onto just the main ITV.
Best
Remember when the
view with
ITV
Netscape.
logo looked like? Yeah, Netscape Navigator 3.0, Internet Explorer 3.0. I mean, some people might think I'm a bit out of touch by using Microsoft Edge here to do this video, but yeah, both classic browsers.
What? I
there.
don't understand what this is.
Let's have a look and go about Corrie and see where it takes us to.
What was this
Gonna let us
under?
go. This was under the feedback section. This was the duck with the
Oh,
letters
so
in
this
its
is like
mouth.
ITV portal, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
to
so.
take you to all of their shows, and then you can click on it, and then Ofcom will investigate.
Oh, look, it just takes us back in a loop back to where we were before. That's a shame. Oh well. I'll show this out and about stuff though, because this is pretty cool.
What, you've bigged it up now?
I know. Well, this has got some other links to Corrie related
I like the
websites.
fact that it's a teapot, and they were like, "What should we put?"
Yeah, what says
What
out and
can we-
about
yeah,
to you?
more than a teapot.
Now, look at this.
The least portable
Gemma,
way of drinking tea.
I've got a question for you. Do
Yes.
you want to play Coronation Street Trivial Pursuit? Are you not tempted by that amazing flashing graphic?
No.
Well, we're yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, we're going to have a look at this. Oh, sad.
It's no longer
Coronation Street
available.
Trivial Pursuit game
Get
is
Adrian
no
on the phone
longer
immediately.
available. I know, so sad. Now, I think what this actually all it did was let you buy a copy of the Trivial Pursuit game. It wasn't an online game. I think that'd probably be a bit too advanced for... We've slipped back into 1998 now, so I don't really understand how all this works. But yeah, it's sad that we don't get a chance to do that. But what is available, which was quite interesting, was the Cadbury's website, because back in the day, Coronation Street was sponsored by Cadbury's, and what we can do, if this will let me go onto it, because it did when I tried it a couple of days ago, is find out a little bit about the sponsorship of Coronation Street in the late 90s by Cadbury's. There
Oh,
you go. It's another one of these gifts
education.
again. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, now, where
Lotto.
it was... I'm sure I saw some more bits about Coronation Street here when I was here last time, but maybe I'm thinking of another website. Look at this.
Wow.
All about Cadbury's, I think.
Yeah,
Here we go. Chocolate Coronation Street. How did they make that?
I
Well, this is
assume it
gonna
was
bring
plasticine.
This is going to bring back some memories from some of you
Stop
who were
clicking
watching
on
Corrie's
it.
back then. I'm just getting so excited. I wanted to hurry up. Click, click, click. There we go. So they've got some little bit, a couple of photos, very low res photos of people making these chocolate Coronation
Explain
Street,
what this
plaster,
is in case
silicone, and rubber.
not everybody knows what the hell you're talking
Well, so
about.
this was what they used as their sponsorship idents. This is the very first sponsorship that Coronation Street had in the late 90s. Cadbury's chocolate would have these little idents like we have our Argos ones now. They were really, really cool. I did like them. They were quite nice and homely. So they'd built their scale model of Coronation Street out of rubber and
Chocolate,
silicone,
I
not
believe.
actual chocolate. And it was done by Aardman Animations, who are famous for Wallace and Gromit now, of course.
To be fair, if it wasn't done by them, it would have been done by another company that somehow made things out of plasticine.
Yeah,
And made a living out
well,
of it.
I don't think. I think getting Aardman is getting the creme de la creme, isn't it?
Well,
And for
it's
Coronation
Cadbury's.
Street,
Cadbury's can afford it.
exactly. So you can read about that there, and I think there's a little bit more about the Corrie sponsorship.
We love Coronation Street here at Cadbury's. In fact, it's our favourite way.
Have you been here before?
It's our favourite thing to do.
It just looks a bit. It's a shame that in some places these pictures just haven't been saved. But yeah, not the most. That's the thing with some of these. They're not the most
Go back
thrilling
down.
thing to look at, are they?
Wow, the total cost of the sponsorship package is more than £10 million a year.
I wonder what it is these days.
20% of the total expenditure of our UK programme sponsorship. Bloody hell. God, why can't they give us our magazine some
Look
money?
at this.
I'll
Cadbury
advertise
sponsorship
them.
may turn out to be the turning point for broadcast sponsorship in the UK, with the medium truly coming of age. Well, certainly a lot is sponsored by things these days, isn't it? Almost everything
Yeah.
seems that we watch on ITV is sponsored by things. So there we go.
That's kind of really interesting moment in advertising history as well as the internet to see how they kind of try to monetize it as much as possible.
Yeah, now back in the day, Grenada Plus was a channel that we could get on satellite TV where you could watch the classic episodes. Unfortunately, these links don't work. Oh no, this one does work, but it's not really worth it. There's not really much there. What I really wanted to work, and it isn't, either doesn't work or it isn't very good, is this Grenada Studios tour, which is when you could go and visit the set back when it was in Key Street back in the 90s. I can't remember when that stopped exactly, but I do remember going myself as a young lad. And here we go. Here's some nice 1990s internet design here.
Let's put Rita on. She's the main attraction.
Can't.
Is that Alien?
It is. You can see alien stuff here. I don't believe that
Why?
you can go in here and see anything, if I remember rightly.
What did Grenada
I
have?
don't know. I
What
really
kind of
don't
input
know.
did they have in
Yeah, no,
Alien?
this isn't working. I remember this the other day.
That's
so
fine.
sadly, we can't go and have a look at the Coronation Street tour. So that's kind of it for the official Coronation Street website in 1999. But what I'm going to do is have a little skip forward to 2002, and we'll see how it looked then, because it had a bit of a makeover at some point in the early 2000s, and I'm hoping that this is going to
You
load
still
up
have to design
for
your
me.
website every few years, get the punters interested.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at
I
this.
wonder if it's going to be like futuristic black.
It's blue.
Oh.
It's less kind of pale sick yellow like it had been before.
We
You're
were.
right about those late 90s loading speeds here.
Oh, look at that.
Look at it. Yeah, sadly,
It's
not
like,
so good on the picture front
it
here.
reminds me a bit of what happened to the actual set.
Deconstructed and left
just,
to rot.
Just kind of left neglected.
I wonder if I can click on any of these other ones and whether it... Because I know that somewhere I've seen some that have got, more pictures there that you can view.
So this was just ITV, so it used to take you to itv.com.
Yeah, and then Coronation Street was a sub page of that. So I guess this was... this was when the ITV kind of rebranded a little bit and they changed their logo and everything. So, sorry, we're not going to be able to get...
questions. They had message boards and Malcolm
Oh yes,
Hampton
we are
was
going to
on
have a
there.
look at those web message boards in a little bit. So just, you can luckily move your mouse over and see that they still have their episode summaries, previews, games, message boards. Let's have a look. See
I
what
wonder
we
if
can
anybody is
see.
listening who used to be on the message boards, but they were wild.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what I wonder. And is anyone listening who was involved in making these sites?
See, this is kind of like the internet really helped older TV programs get massive cult fan bases, like Buffy and the X-Files and stuff. So Coronation Street having their own one probably gave it a bit of street cred. With the kids.
Yeah. So this was
Happy
quite good. I mean,
birthday
this was...
to you.
Huh? Yeah, that was me. So this was actually a little description of what happened in some of the scenes
Wow.
for our episodes, and I guess they would have had
God,
the
who did
pictures
this?
here.
I could have done this.
I wonder, because we're going to have a look at another website later that was like a precursor to this, so maybe I'll come back because I know that works better.
Does anyone have a job they could give me? I might need one soon.
Let's have a look at the Star Chat. So we've got any interviews?
Start chatting with the stars.
I guess it must be
you can do that on Twitter now.
Well, exactly. This is the thing. Back in the day, in the early days of the internet, you were never, there was never that direct link really to the celebrities, and now they're so easy to get in touch with, and they can choose to ignore you, obviously, if
They're not
would like.
easy to get in touch with.
They're not, but
that's encouraging people
they
to
felt a
hassle
little
them.
bit more,
Remote.
remote. Exactly, back in these days. So not much here.
Not telling us what they had for their dinner and what they're
Let's,
watching on telly, like this lot in these days.
What I might do is go along to this tab here where I've got something loaded up with a few more pictures, a little bit more. And so they had this games section, competitions. Now this was incredible. Yeah, I don't know whether you remember if you're listening the story where Wayne, Wayne who was in the programme a few years ago, the ex-foster child of Roy and Hayley, they kidnapped him to try and get him away from his evil stepfather. And they actually made a little game. Unfortunately, it runs in Flash, so you can't play it now.
No one will ever play
Flash
it again.
has only just been switched
Oh,
off,
wow,
hasn't it?
look
But
at
look at
that.
this. There's little Roy,
Oh
little
my God.
Hayley, little Wayne.
How much did this cost them?
I know. I wonder how often they did these. I honestly, I don't remember this website particularly well.
And it's taken...
But this is really cool.
Think about how long it's taken us to get back a mobile game.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. There we go. It's Flash. We can't run Flash
there
anymore.
are millions of Flash games that are no longer playable across the internet. It's
Bang a
nasty.
wrangle to get your sausages up to scratch. Prizes.
What's that sausages got to do with anything?
Fred Elliott, I guess.
Also, that's bacon and ham.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Spot the quote taken from this week's episode. What was this? Oh, there we go. That's not been archived there. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can get onto that message board because that was definitely working before. Where was it? I'm having to try and guess and remember what I need to click where these graphics aren't loading. I think this might be it. Yeah, here we go.
Wow, look
There
at
we
that.
go. Coronation Street message boards from 2002.
And the moderator
So
is Coronation Street.
You could have general chat. You could make your own online fantasy
That's
Corrie
amazing.
script.
We should do
feedback
that.
your shout fan mail.
What's your shout? What's the
Not
difference?
non-Coronation Street is that. So back on this.
What
were
is
people saying back in
this?
2002?
Wow.
Jack P. Shepherd, best actor on the street. Back in 2002.
They called it.
He's going to love to hear
George
that.
Formby, he wasn't just a good singer.
What were people saying about Jack P. Shepherd 19 years ago?
That's
He
crazy.
was only a little boy back then. That's amazing.
This is amazing, yeah. So these are all the people. Does anyone recognise any of these usernames?
Yeah, if any of these are you, get in touch.
Oh my god!
Imagine 2002, 18th of August. Imagine the havoc he would wreak at boarding school. Lol. They will never get rid of Jack or Tina as they work well together. Well, you know, what, 19 years later, Tina O'Brien. We've still got both of those together.
They will never get rid of them.
Yeah, well, Tina did have a bit of a break, didn't she? He was as good an actor as Pele was a footballer. I think that's good. I don't get football references. It's this little Barney the rabbit that we have as
all these
an avatar here as well. I know.
Wow.
Some actors do stand out over others. Jack P. Shepherd is one of those who does. Oh, look at that. No,
amazing.
19 years ago. Bet Lynch. Oh, I want to know what this is. What the hell?
Yeah,
Says Gail.
go on, tell me.
What has happened
Tell me more.
to disturb
I want
this
them
person
to bring
in
back
2002?
Linda. Martin. Oh, if they're complaining about Martin, I'll join in.
Oh, yeah, we're watching some scenes that aren't showing Martin in a good light on our DVDs at the moment. Oh, we don't know. Something
They always
has happened,
do that.
but it is
Somebody
so
slept
bland.
together.
Somebody slept together. It
Kevin.
doesn't last.
Oh, I see. It's Kevin.
Kevin. Beans for every meal. Did he go back to Sally at some point?
Why the
Yeah,
hell
there
are they
we go.
Why the hell are Kevin and Sally getting back together?
What? Well, yeah, it doesn't last.
I love this. It's so cute.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Really.
What
really
about
cool.
Audrey?
What about Audrey?
What about Audrey?
Oh, we'll
never know.
Who else we got as our little avatar?
Please
choices
read.
here?
Please read. Down the
Okay, we'll
bottom.
read this. You didn't realise we'd be reading it in 2021. This had better be good.
Send them a message
Kit
and tell
Kat.
them to watch out for pandemic. Can we send
Oh,
the
this is
message
gonna
backwards,
work.
Michael?
I don't know. I'd like to see more icons of classic characters like Annie Walker, Elsie Tanner, and Stan Hill. You just wait.
Icons.
You just wait.
No,
10
no,
years.
I think she means these little
Oh yeah, of
she
course.
wants old people.
Of course, they should change all the characters.
Oh
left us
look,
open to new
please read my
characters.
script. Called Jason's Been Lonely for Too Long.
Yeah, look, we got a little Jason avatar here. This was 10 years before our podcast.
This
started.
icon is the sexiest one.
Look how sexy it is. And
It
that.
feels like it was so
What was
much.
that, 10 by 10
it-
pixels.
do you not
oh, there's a
think-
little Toya here.
Do you not think it feels like it was a lot longer ago than 10 years that this was?
This is this
Can
was
we look at the script?
this is 20.
one?
Yeah, let's have a look at what people's fan scripts.
Well, now
here.
we have fanfics, don't we? And we've spoken before about there's a very prominent fan fiction website that hosts Coronation Street fan fiction, and most of it, the vast majority of it, is Peter and Carla stuff.
Yeah. What's got the Smiths? 12 replies to that one.
Oh no! What? There's
that
one
better
that
not be our
had quite a
internet
lot.
that's down.
There's one that had 69 there.
69. Candice's Revenge.
Oh, that sounds
Uh-oh.
sexy.
What? This is the sexy one, I feel. Look.
Oh.
Is this going to work for us?
Oh.
How did...
Where can we read this?
Oh, here it is. Come on, we'll take you straight down to
we
see her.
don't need to.
Why did she leave and what was she doing here? We'll explain
So
after you've seen
that's-
her.
that's,
Mrs.
her-
Stowe,
her
that's
mum.
Candice's mum.
Yeah.
I can't do this, Ash.
Oh, no, Matt's
She's got
died.
To find
Who's
out
Matt?
sometime. Where's Matt?
It says they got to tell Charlie about Matt's death.
Oh, Matt Ramsden.
Oh God!
Sad.
Wow. I wonder if who's the username here?
This is M2001. Well, that's a pretty
From Chester.
modern.
Anybody who is now a professional Coronation Street scriptwriter, did you cut your teeth?
Yes. Is this your place where you honed your talent?
Yeah.
Betty's birthday explosion.
That sounds sexy as well.
Why do you think these are
Go
sexy?
down. The murder.
The Murder, classic.
Well, some of these
Sarah
look
Hardy.
amazing. The Red Dwarf invasion.
Wow,
That was a prediction.
That was a prediction because there was actually a Red Dwarf invasion of Coronation Street, wasn't there? Back,
Yeah.
10 years after this.
Stop clicking because you reset.
Oh, can't read about the Red Dwarf invasion. Well, this is pretty cool.
That's
this is
pretty
the place
much-
to come back to.
It's such a shame that we've only just discovered this, considering that we've had 9 year of lockdown where we could have been
know.
entertaining ourselves
I know.
with Coronation
Totally.
Street scripts of the past.
Pages take too long to load. Yeah, we're finding
what are you
that.
going to do about that?
19
Nobody
years
cares.
later and they still haven't fixed it. Has Gina been axed? See, this is about the time when
Yeah.
you started watching it, wasn't it?
Corrie team, please
Oh,
read.
Mark Eden.
Oh look, this is 2000. This is 2001.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think they're asking for a job?
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Oh, topical.
Yeah.
Ethnic minorities are not represented in Corrie. Now, this...
Don't worry, they've absolutely
have
fixed it now. It's completely
Alahans
right.
by this point. Oh, wow, I've got an imposter. What? That's not... Did these work? Oh, look, these are ones you're supposed to read backwards. So this is the first
Oh,
bit.
we've been doing it wrong all the time.
I love your show, and I've been reading the magazines that you're trying to improve the programme and we're bringing in new characters. Sounds great, but I hope we see some more black or mixed race people in the programme. Well, don't worry, you only have to wait 20 years for Coronation Street's first black characters.
Family, yeah.
Yeah, black family, that's right.
So Vikram, there is more than you think.
This is rude. Sunita's nose is big enough for 3 people. See, this is the problem with the internet. People are just so mean about people.
It's not a new thing. People have always been horrible on the internet.
Anyway,
and just for the record,
cool.
she is a very beautiful lady. So I bet that person has got a nose big enough for 4 people.
Now, what else have we got here? This was working. Oh, I think this might have been a similar page to before, so I won't... Yeah, this was the same before. Let's... Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on with our internet?
Do you understand that every time you click a button, you're asking it to start from the beginning of loading?
I don't understand how computers work.
Coronation Street actor Georgia Taylor, who plays teenager Toya Battersby, has announced that she's decided to leave the top soap.
What the hell?
Award-winning actress will leave the show in January 2003, 5.5 years after she joined. Well,
I want to click. I want to
good
find
riddance to
out
her,
about
I
that.
say. Don't let her back. She's not good enough for her all of a sudden.
I'm going to close down some of these old links, actually,
Traitor.
just so that we can, I don't know, maybe that makes things better. Oh, we should be able to... Oh, no, this is actually the interview, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What does Georgia have to say?
Sorry, guys.
Georgia, 22, says, I've had the most amazing time working on Coronation Street, but the time has come to move on and try my hand at other things.
I was listening to...
Like crimes.
Crimes?
What did she do that was crime?
She did crimes.
And oldest
She never
city.
got caught, though, did she?
Well, she did crime scene investigation, didn't she?
No, but it was there what done it.
Wigan-born Georgia. Best Dramatic Performance Award in the 2001 Soap Award. Very good, 20 years ago this year.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Right. Now, I think that'll do for the official website. So we've only been going, half an hour or so. We haven't even touched the fan sites yet. And if you wanted a fan site, you wanted to know what was going on in Coronation Street about 20 years ago, where you would head to is this website here.
Oh, yeah.
This amazing blank screen of a website, CSVU, Coronation Street, visualupdates.net. This was the bee's knees. This was fantastic. These pictures worked earlier. Here
Plowman.
we are. Mike Plowman's visual updates are amazing.
And look, this is a massive thing here, down here. Move the mouse. Number of visitors. Did your website have a little...
Oh, yeah, it had a hit counter. So you know exactly how many hundreds of people have been.
Guestbook used to have links, a guestbook, and a little thing to say how many people had been to your website.
Now, what this website was, I mean, this is what I was talking about a precursor to the updates on the official site that we just saw in the last one. But if you missed an episode of Coronation Street, you could go into this and get scene-by-scene descriptions of what happened on every single episode that was going on. And they were pretty lengthy.
You said that you used to use this when you were in France.
I did. When I went to France to live for a year and I couldn't watch Coronation Street, sadly, I went to this very website back in, when was that, 2003, I think, to find out what was going on. So you can see all the episodes archived here. I don't know how, I guess they kept them for a couple of months or so. And hopefully, if we get in here, we'll be able to have a little look at what that looked like. Come on, fingers crossed.
This really...
There we go. So it's a mixture of screenshots and text. This must have taken
him so long. And I wonder, did he make money out of this?
I doubt it. I don't know how it worked. But I wonder whether he was the person who went on to do it for the official site. Because it was pretty much the same sort of thing.
This is brilliant.
It was so good. I mean, obviously these days, if you missed an episode, then you go onto the ITV hub and you watch it on there. But couldn't do that back in the day.
Well, we did have VHS and stuff, didn't we? Or was it?
Oh yeah, we could record on VHS, DVDs? But they weren't. If you forgot to, or if it didn't work, you missed it. And there were definitely episodes of Corrie in the late 90s that I just didn't see because I didn't set it to record, or the video player didn't work, or whatever. This is tragic. Look, Alma's looking a bit peaky here. What about America? They have treatments there that we don't have. That's my Cockney accent, everyone. Is it the cost? Yeah, Mike's trying to save Alma.
I don't think even Mike.
You don't deserve this, you know. Cancer. I do love you. I never stopped.
Oh, you rubbish liar.
Oh no! Look at Linda getting in the way.
She's supposedly dying. She has cancer.
This was
fantastic.
And one of the things that I liked about this website, and I don't know whether we'll be able to find any examples of this, is they used to have like little nicknames for some of the characters.
Oh, what, like we do sometimes?
Yeah, kind of. Like they would write out Audrey as Audrey whenever they mentioned her. Just the little things like that. And it was all very tongue-in-cheek. Curly's as excited as an exciting things and can't wait to tell everyone he's going to be a daddy. I'm just trying to find... Yeah. It was just written in a fun way. It wasn't just a plain old this happened, then this happened, and this happened. It was, just...
Okay.
You know, thoughts.
Interesting.
And a little bit of commentary. Bit of Kirk there.
Little smiley face.
Yeah.
I've noticed you young people started doing the smiley face going the other way. I don't know who you think you are. We invented it, so
I think this is where you could see it for if you're watching in Canada, for example, on New Zealand.
Oh.
Yeah, this was a thing in websites, wasn't it? Move your mouse over a picture, and then it would change to a different picture. It's not working perfectly here.
Special word.
Let's have a look in the guest book. Is
Forum.
this going to work for me? So I click on Eileen here. Come on, what else? Come on, dead air. Come on, Eileen.
Ping fest.
Pull your finger out. Yeah, so we sort of learnt about ping fests being the fan conventions that go on in Canada.
Yeah.
See, there we go.
The thing about this is that this would have been like a really oh, look at this, blah blah blah, bitch. Is that what you people do? You attack Tracy Shaw like you're all experts, bunch of hypocrites.
Poor Tracy.
So this is So back in the day, it would have been even more difficult if you were a fan from a different country.
Yeah.
And this was kind of like how it was in the UK with Neighbours. Like we were like 3 years behind on Neighbours, and I remember hearing people telling me like, "Oh, my family's from Australia, and they told me that Harold's dead." And you're like, "No, it's not possible."
So this looks just like it was just random comments that people made. I mean, this is a bit precursor to Twitter in a way, isn't it?
This is kind of like a sort of a very slow forum, isn't it? Where
Very
people
slow.
sort of leave each other messages rather than interacting directly.
Yeah. What multimedia can we get? Can we download some
download
WAV files or some BMPs?
Wallpaper, please.
Wallpaper for your computer, or what about a little screensaver maybe? Come on, Janice.
Stop clicking.
Sucks. Anyway, this website literally
Good job, Mike
helped
Plowman.
me keep going with knowing what was going on in Coronation Street for that year that I was in France. So thank you very much from 20 years in the future. I very much appreciated that. Let's have a look. Now, what have I got here?
Olkenmisses.com.
Yep. Ooh,
was this Mrs. Ken?
I don't. Yeah, Mrs. Ken, Mrs. I don't know. Come on. This was like literally
I know,
this
but
was
you need to
all working properly
understand how the
earlier.
internet works.
I don't understand how the internet works.
You've got this far in your life and you don't understand that refreshing it just...
Now,
what's this?
This Coronation Street merchandise. Now, if in the futuristic world of 2021, you want to get your hands on some official Coronation Street merchandise, you don't really have an awful lot to choose from, do you?
No, we were really excited about the prospect of lots of cool goodies for the 60th anniversary, but I guess maybe COVID and also a lack of interest.
Yeah, I mean, we could get some co-op bags.
Yeah, I mean, there was some stuff, but, I wanted, a 12-part magazine that you construct a plastic set out of. Or
it's funny because lots of other fandoms...
Georgia Taylor thimbles.
Lots of other fandoms have got... Like, merch has exploded, hasn't it? You can get, like, figurines, Funko Pops.
I know, but it's not
Pops, I don't think Coronation Street's got the same sort of...
Fans.
No.
Nobody's buying a Funko Pop of Rita Tanner.
What can we get? Coronation Street cross-stitch kits? Yes, please. Oh, no. I know some of these worked the other day as well.
Calendars.
Calendars, I know.
Posters, postcards.
Oh, this sucks. This definitely
It's
worked.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
The other day. I'm
Chocolate
disappointed.
gift things? That sounds
Where's
brilliant.
that? I can't see
on
where
the
you...
side. Coronation Street chocolate gift
store.
Oh no, that's just Cadbury's. Chocolate Coronation Street. Go back.
Yeah, no good.
Underneath it.
No good.
Oh, fine.
I wonder whether if I click around here, can we get to a different
Wow.
whatever of it?
It's going to start airing in the Middle East and North Africa in 2005. Watch out for that.
Look out for that. Right, any of the... here we go. Maybe some of these are going to work. Look at this cross stitch you can get. If you like a bit of sewing. Is it sewing? Is it the same thing? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Right, come on. This is looking promising. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, counted
Look
cross
at this.
stitch.
You can make your cross stitch of the cabin and not the cabin, the corner shop and the rovers and everything. I don't know whether I dare click on any of these. Let's have a look. Oh man.
We could probably you could probably design these on Etsy.
Look at this. You can cross stitch a whole
and sell
Coronation
them.
Street here.
We should make our
Load
own.
up for me.
Will we get sued by ITV?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
You're gonna get any decent pictures? Yeah, look at this. This is amazing. You can't get anything like this these days.
No, it's rubbish, isn't it?
I so would, obviously.
I know, you
Prints
really
and
love
photos,
cross-stitching,
videotapes, books. I bet there were loads of. I mean, to be fair, that's one thing that Coronation Street does still do fairly well. Every now and again, they'll release.
Well, I mean, we have
book.
the Maggie Sullivan series, which is pretty.
Yeah, and then we had that Abigail
good.
Kemp 60th
Yeah,
anniversary
that
book
was very
recently
good.
as well. What did they have to offer back in?
But you couldn't buy a
2007?
minced beef hot pot from Co-op with Betty's name on the front.
Bet you couldn't. No.
Back in these days. Darren Little.
Look at this.
Oh,
Loads
this is a
of
good.
it.
I tell you what, this is a good place to go
Very
to find
busty-looking Julie
all
Goodyear
the things that we need to buy.
Yeah, you're right. It totally is. Again, some of these pictures aren't going to be loading up for us properly, but we've got some of the Darren Little books, 40 Years, Women of Coronation Street. Let me just do a little refresh of
Return
this.
pub quiz book.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me. But you really had a good choice, didn't you? If you were a Corrie fan back in the day and you wanted to get your hands on some top merch.
The thing about this as well is to remember is that this was before the internet was taking off.
Yeah.
And so people were bored, so they would do a cross stitch of Coronation Street.
And there was no Coronation Street
Because there's no
podcast to
Twitter.
entertain you.
It's like
as well.
now, if you're bored, you go on Twitter and you have an argument with a Coronation Street actor about something political maybe, or but back in the day, you'd just be quite nice and peaceful.
Look at it.
And make yourself from real clay bricks.
Build at home.
Where
Rovers
are these
Return.
now?
This is amazing. Has anybody watching this got one of these? Can we buy it off you, please? Look at all this. This is incredible. Rovers coaster set, fridge magnet, playing cards. This is fantastic.
Tell you what, scroll down.
What?
Keep going. We need to write to this person.
We've got a phone number here. You can give them a ring. Say hello. I'd like to buy a Rovers Return coaster set, please.
Is there some long-suffering widow of whoever's website this was who's got a crap load of build-at-home Rovers Return kits in her garage, and
we
she's
will
not
gladly
even
take them off of her hands.
She's like, no one's going to buy this. Who'd be crazy enough?
Obviously, this is an out-of-date
This
Rovers
is
because it's only got
amazing.
one window in.
I love the
This is
idea
the
that
Key
you
Street
can make it
Rovers.
out of real bricks.
That's amazing.
How much was it?
It's a popular adult model kit. Well, that sounds like something a little bit different.
Yeah, 60 hours it takes you, and you can buy it off Amazon.
Whoa.
That's crazy. See, that's weird to me because Amazon didn't sell. This is from 2007.
Yeah.
Amazon,
This is only 5 years before the
started
podcast.
selling. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was still in 1999 mode because I remember back then that Amazon just sold books.
Yeah. Right, let's skip ahead. What have I
That's
got
crazy.
here? Now, this is
What's
from a
this?
fan site which has got an absolute ton of links
But
to Coronation Street fan websites. Sadly, a lot of these links that I've tried are dead, so we're not going to be able to. Not going to be able to go.
oh, look at all these people's names. Who
I
were
know
like,
all these people.
I wonder if anybody knows any of these people and how they are doing.
Let me have a look because I'm trying to work out which ones of these that I went
Jones
on
Coronation
the other
Street
day.
photo album and travel log.
Can we have a look at
Oh,
Graham's?
she's the Coronation Street fan club coordinator.
Oh, cool. I bet she knows her
I bet
stuff.
she's
How many
someone
of these
to get in
people are
with.
still, active Corrie fans, I wonder? There's Who's Who on Coronation Street work when I tried it the other day. Is it gonna load up for us today? Yeah. So you can have a click on some characters here. Now this was good because I think this was a I keep saying the word precursor, but that's the word that I want, to Corrie.net, because I recognise the layout of this, and if you click on character and go through to it, these are the same character profiles that you'll get if you go to Corrie.net now. So this is quite cool. A little time capsule of Natalie Barnes here.
I bet you there might be some people listening to this who are like, I can't believe they went to so and so's website. I hate them so. Like, I bet you there was some beefs going on.
I bet there were. So you can, as I say, this is similar to Corrie.net. We won't spend too long here. It's just a shame. There you go, some silly behind the
With all
scenes
the people that have been
cool
on it.
Cool stuff. What else was the work? where is... I'm looking... this one here. David Hanna's Mega Coronation
Wow.
Street site.
Mega.
Yes, please. I mean, that sounds
It's
pretty
just
awesome.
getting started. Do you remember back in the day when you used to have a little under construction sign?
Oh, Gemma, I've seen so many under construction signs
Yeah.
when I've been preparing for this. We might end up getting some today. But this one was fascinating for anybody who wants to know about northern
what language
slang,
they
I
speak in
guess.
the north, and it is very similar sounding to English.
Let's
You might be
have a look
fooled,
onto the
but it's
contents.
not at all the same language.
Now, I had a book called Street Talk, or that was in my school library, which was similar to this, where you could...
Well, they sell...
there we go, look, under construction.
Yeah, there we go.
I think this is what I want.
Did I just
Dictionary
say...
of Language on
Oh,
Coronation
I thought I
Street.
just saw something that said ghosts.
I don't think so.
Ghosts of the street.
Go to the street. Yeah, you're right. Right, here we go. This is what I was thinking of. So you can click on your letter here.
Up.
And look at all that. I mean,
Aardvark, I think, is a...
some of them not particularly northern.
Oh,
But
this is quite
what
interesting.
does all his dollies cross the street
Oh,
mean?
that's a good question.
I don't know.
Do you know what?
I don't
I've
know
come
this
across some
expression.
things on Corripedia where I don't understand a very old and dated phrase.
Well, this is where you need to go.
And it can be almost
David Hanna's
impossible
Megacide.
to find out the origin of these or what they even mean.
So Maud said to Maureen, all his dollies crossed the street, Romeo and Juliet my foot. Maureen thought Fred Elliott's advances were purely romantic, but Maud was of the opinion that Fred was only producing takeover bids. In her opinion, Fred made advances to Rita only with the prospect of acquiring her shop. Love was not on his mind, only the prospect of acquiring a controlling stake in her money or prosperity inspired him. I still don't
Property.
really understand.
A
what all this-
picturesque phrase for women independent and loaded.
Oh, okay. But
Still
yeah,
don't get the
all
context.
sorts here. Look at all this.
Argy bargy.
Where's Argy Bargy? I know
he
what that
just-
one means. R.
When,
There it is, Argy Bargy. What's our little quote we've
see,
got
this
for
is
this
quite
one?
interesting
A
because...
dispute, a wrangle. But we don't have an art example from Coronation
But this
Street.
is interesting because I bet you there are some things here that we don't even realise aren't common phrases outside of...
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, some
abide.
people-
I can't
like,
abide that. I can't stand it.
Some people, I try to explain some of the food things sometimes, and I'm still surprised at the things that people find interesting that I thought were a
Yeah,
bit more
common knowledge.
Like John on our Facebook group. Was it John?
Can't
I
remember.
can't remember who it was, but their husband made them a lovely Scotch egg because they were intrigued by
2 for
by
1
Des
at
2
Des.
for 1 offer.
Chuck. What's Chuck? Bet Gilroy's partial to it. Familiar form of address.
That's interesting.
Okay, a little bit of
there's-
etymology
yeah.
here.
Oh wow.
Lovely
Very
stuff.
good.
So
I
like
really
that.
like. That's
Nice-
brilliant.
nice
I'm going
one,
to have to remember
David
this one
Hanna.
because I actually
Let's have a look at...
would use this.
Let's have a look at Chris's Coronation Street pages. This one works. I'll speak too soon.
A visual shrine to Adam Rickett.
Oh, yes.
Wow, I can see why you.
Oh, look, there he is with his
Jesus.
abs out.
Oh, why did I go down? Why is his pants so low? Why are your pants up?
I don't think, sadly, ladies, that the visual shrine to Adam Rickett is working anymore. But so you have to get what you can out of this picture here. What else was there? Oh, this Blackpool information. Remember on the official site there was... Oh no, there wasn't actually. This was something where you could go to Blackpool and they had their own special Coronation Street exhibit here for a little while, which
What's
doesn't exist anymore.
Tasteful stone cladding page.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Oh gosh, great font.
Why write in yellow? I mean, you can't read this, can you? I can tell you one.
Oh wow! So where was this? Wasn't in.
So this was in Blackpool, and this is what you could go and see there. Production control, a bit about Tony Warren. Sadly, not very many pictures here because, like I said, back in the day, it was so much
Who went to
text
see
over
this?
pictures.
So this was in '99. This website it's from.
Yeah, bit about
Oh,
Elsie
look at
Tanner, the
lovely
Duckworths. This must have been a really good exhibition. There you go. There's a little scan from the brochure or something.
Oh, it's got the
I-
world's
I-
largest Coronation Street souvenir shop. You can buy Gilroy earrings.
I know.
I'm outraged.
I know. I
Why
don't know how
can't
long
I
this was open for, how long it's
go
been
down because
closed.
it says 96 on there.
Yeah. Wow. Blimey.
See, it really was a golden age.
Totally was. It really, really was. So, bye, Adam.
Oh.
Right. Where else shall we look? Yeah, that's the problem with this. They are mostly kind of dead links or boring links. I don't know.
dare you.
Just I apologise to anybody who's recognises their own fans here, their own fan page
What's
here.
this?
But,
Brian Park wannabe Matthew Robinson.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
UK.
So somebody
American
from a production staff
forum.
started posting. Oh wow.
Now look at this. Glenda's weekly summaries. There's Glenda Young, a young Glenda Young, back in 1999, still doing those summaries then, and now running the Coronation Street blog.
Famous.
Bob's UK Coronation Street page. Let's have a look. What's your page looking like, Bob?
Adrian's Emart updates.
Best viewed with display settings of 800 by
Oh,
600
too advanced
pixels. So
for
I
us.
don't think we've got that. I think we're a bit higher resolution than that now.
Frequently asked questions. History of the street.
It's amazing. These people just, I mean, I suppose we had nothing better to do these days.
Well, this was a cool. I think this is quite cool.
I found it interesting how there were actually so many Coronation Street fan sites, a lot of them doing similar things to each other, and
rivals.
there was a lot more competition back in the day, I guess.
Wow.
Ooh,
Mike Plowman has created a way cool Roy and Hayley screensaver and a Battersby one.
what? Yes. Oh, we've already been on Mike Plowman's
Yeah, I know
website.
we have.
I wonder whether this link to it works. Is this going to take
Best
us directly?
soap-related site, 1998.
Oh, nice. See, we don't have things like that these days, do we?
No.
Yeah, no. Coronation Street screensavers. We got answer there. I've got a feeling this might not work, and I don't think we're going to be able to see it anyway.
Sad.
Sad times. But yeah, there's so much.
This
here,
is so
honestly.
great. I really love
If
how
there's
much...
anybody who's watching this video wants to go and try some more of these out, like I say, if you find any gold, do let us know. John Savardant homepage. I said John Savardant homepage. I wonder whether we can have a look at old Fred Elliott.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, look, here we go. Here's what John Savardant has done before Coronation
Where's this
Street. He's been in
from?
quite a lot. I do remember seeing him in Loch Ness. Just if you wanted to know what John Savardant's been in. Adam Rickett is one of the top 4 top boy beavers. I don't know what that means
That's
even.
rude. Probably.
Beverly Callard page. Lovely picture
Leanne.
of Derek and Mavis. Leanne.
This is a page about the British kids show Out of Tune that Jane Danson appeared in before Coronation Street. I like Leanne, but I love Toya.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well, here's
look,
another
an
spelling mistake
interview with
again.
Sally Ann Matthews.
This does work. I had a look at this. I did have a
Oh,
look.
a teletext interview with Sarah Lancashire.
I know.
Was that a butchering of the name Sarah? I just
Possibly. There you go.
Oh, look
Sal.
at that naughty
Now, is that
girl.
a cigarette or a lollipop she's got there?
We don't know.
Look at the bruise below my knee. I fell off the crash mat onto the floor and I got splinters in my bum. So this was after she'd been on Coronation Street, obviously.
She's got no time for whinges. To tell you that has not changed one bit. She
Cheerful
doesn't do
grin.
any exercise. Don't think it's healthy.
You think, yeah, you got your 50Ks 20 years time.
Yeah, you got to get on with that. Oh, bless. This is so cool.
I know.
This amazing. Oh, see, being
Love
a
it,
Coronation
love it.
Street fan is a full-time job. I'd love to archive all this properly.
I get
in my
so
museum.
fed up with being called Jenny. And when you meet people, they say, haven't you done anything since Coronation Street?
Yes,
I
she has.
5.5 years since I was there full time. Since then, I've hardly stopped.
Aw.
Oh, I'm glad she come back to where she belongs in 2014, 15, I can't remember.
Look, Sahara, Lancashire.
Oh yeah, Sahara, Lancashire.
Oh, wow.
So much here, so incredible.
Brilliant.
Coronation Street being in WAV format, amazing. That was
comfort music.
the sound file format of choice back in the 90s.
Oh,
and I
you
loved
would
a good
know,
old WAV before the MP3s. Okay, what else have we got here? This one, I like this one. I like
yes.
I like the pictures in the background.
Yeah.
Little caricatures of the
Nice
Corrie.
little wallpaper
Got a
here.
Curly and an Ina and a.
Oh, it's a fun page.
This is a fun page. Fun page. What have we got here? No, I can't remember what some of these are. I haven't-
Whimsy.
I know. Don't you love a bit
Poetry
of whimsy?
contest.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
I feel uncultured.
games
I
have we
feel
got?
like we've let Coronation Street fans of the past down with how uninteresting and boring we are.
I know. We're just not whimsical enough.
We don't have
Mike
WAVs.
Baldwin's Championship Golf.
What does this
Roy
mean?
Crawford Space Cadet. These
What
are all
is this?
games. They're all Flash though. They're Java. We can't play them. like Justin Vera's like saying, why don't people do this anymore?
Look at all these people.
Come on. We're teaching all these kids to program in school. Coding has been such a big thing in schools the last 10 years. Where's my Corrie games?
Does
Come on,
anybody
surely
know?
the kids must watch Corrie still.
Ed Hobbs, Mike Hall, or the other guy that you just got,
Jafar Shamim.
Let us know. We need to get in touch with them. It's very urgent.
I want to know what whimsy is. I'm tempted. I'm teased by this. What have we got?
I mean,
what
if
whimsical adventures can
if the games are in a separate category, how can this be whimsical?
Look at this. It's Amanda Hadberry in a horse. Such whimsy. Limericks.
Lasses, ooh, has gone from street.
All right, Gloria
see.
Todd there. Okay, let's have a look at some limerick.
What?
That's when I got that one before. If I
Libby
refreshed it
Seekings?
worked.
Is that a real name?
I don't know. Come on.
I like a good limerick.
Once there's a lady called Bet.
I have to say that limericks are probably the only form of poetry that I actually tolerate.
All right, this looks like it could be promising here. This is the same sickly shade of yellow as the official Corrie site, isn't it? There is an old teacher called Ken. He's had more affairs than most men, but his lovers all leave. Why? It's hard to conceive. But he's just bored their pants off again. Oh, that's amazing. A candy shop owner named Rita fell foul of a faulty room heater. It was CO she copped. Her clogs nearly popped, but Greg saved the day for this streeter. These are brilliant. I do love a good limerick. There's tons of them.
Oh, limericks.
There is an
superior.
old fella named Stan, a working class sort of a man, but he feels above par when he props up the bar, which he does whenever he can.
I love these. These should be in a book.
Phyllis, a canny old soldier named Percy, went out on an errand of mercy, 'cause Phyllis had flu and Percy caught it too, but they weren't playing doctor and nursey.
I get the reference.
Yeah, we talked about that with me. Great.
Oh no, you can see the bottom. The original last line of this has been changed in the interest of keeping the party clean.
There was a young laddie called Nick, who was nice but considered quite thick. He left for Toronto. We thought him a goner, but he came back quite changed. What a trick. I think we know what the original was going to be there. So we are just seeing now Adam Rickett appearing on Classic Coronation Street on ITV3. These are brilliant. I love this. You could just use hours. I mean, we've already been doing this for almost an hour today, haven't we? But this could just go on for so much more. What links have we got on the Stormloader page? Mr. Potato Fred. Coronation Street internet greeting cards. What's Dame Edna Everidge doing on Coronation Street?
I can't imagine you could keep her away, to be honest.
Is it? Oh my! What? Look at all these links.
Yeah.
See what I mean about the fact that these days you've got a couple of Coronation Street fan sites, and now you've got all of this. This is just like.
To be fair, we haven't really investigated the sort of the world of online fandom that much.
We haven't, but I mean, it's all Facebook pages now, isn't it?
If you have
Battersby homepage,
if you have a website,
Soaps R Us.
And we haven't mentioned you, we might not know that you exist. Please tell us, because we love this kind of stuff. Adam Rickett shirtless gallery.
Do you want to see?
No, I don't. No, go back.
Gemma, you want to see your Adam Rickett?
No, I've seen him. I've seen everything I need to see.
Oh, sadly, Gemma.
Been taken down because it's smutty.
Not found. It is too much smut, that is. So I was like,
There's loads. Look at all those are all Adam Rickett.
Yeah, who was popular? Adam Rickett, definitely.
Everybody loved him. There's
Ken Barlow website.
Frogget page up there.
Ken Barlow homepage, or the history of traffic cones part 2. Okay.
That sounds sarcastic to me.
That sounds pretty good to me. That's it's still there.
Oh, it's a lie.
What?
It's all fake.
Ken Barlow. Click on the picture of Ken Barlow.
No.
Click on Don.
That's wrong. And 2 megabytes of stuff.
2 megabytes of stuff. See, this is what we mean about web space. You didn't have much to you were full, did you? There we go. GeoCities. We were saying this earlier. Where's the lovely little GeoCities? Yeah,
find something different.
You're right. It was not Ken
clicked
Barlow.
on Don
That was Don Brennan.
You idiot.
Okay. Jeffrey Hughes.
It's quite a lot of Sarah Lancashire stuff.
Yeah. Scans. Coronation Street after dinner speakers.
Wow.
Boddingtons, why not? That's from Manchester, isn't it? No, it's just amazing. You could just get lost for days on this. Coronation Street clocks.
Jay Nuttall's Coronation Street clothing line.
Oh yes,
yes,
please.
Obviously. I would like to buy a polo shirt with the Coronation Street logo on it. Thank you very much.
Can we do that
And on a
back in
baseball cap that
2004?
says, I didn't do it.
Come on.
I didn't do any of it.
I didn't do any of it. Is this going to take us back to... Let's have a look. Hey, look, I love these gifts. Oh, we can't see any pictures of
A
them.
jacket with shoulder panels, embroidered logo on the chest and sleeve. £50
What?
in 2004?
Where are you? Blimey.
You must be joking. I'm
Racket.
not buying that.
I love these
T-shirt
pictures.
printed with
This is
Jack
so
Duckworth
90s.
cartoon.
This is amazing.
It's 2004. It's not the 90s. Hold on.
What?
Pettigrew's Coronation Street foodstuffs. What's that?
Ah, no, I do have that one. I think
good.
I've got that one up
Oh,
here.
yes, that's right.
And just sadly
Oh,
not very
chutneys.
much, but you could buy some Ina Sharple's lemon curd and
Oh,
hopefully we'll get a
yes.
little picture of it loading
This
up
is
here.
what I
Look at
need
that.
to
Ooh,
do.
it's so sharp, says Ina.
Oh, this is what I could do, isn't it?
No, I can't see Percy Strawberry Preserve, sadly.
I could make a living from
You
making.
could if they'd let you.
Oh.
If they'd let you. Official Amanda Barry homepage.
When we went to-
Jane Danson online. Tina O'Brien.
When we went on the tour, they did have jam in the gift shop, didn't they? Do you remember? We didn't buy it. What?
They did. You're absolutely right.
Why
I
didn't
think
we
it
buy
was just
it?
plain old jam with the Corrie logo slapped on
So
the...
what?
What's
I mean,
this?
how else is it going to be themed, Michael? What's it going to have in it? Cobbles.
Angel Fire, there we go. Welcome to the first Tina O'Brien page on the internet. There are lots of Tina sites out there now,
Yeah.
but this is the first one ever
Don't
made.
even try to say you came up with it first.
I wonder how long it'll be before Tina O'Brien looks at this site. I hope that in the past 20 years, Tina O'Brien has maybe looked at this at one point. I know I typed my name in on search engines if I was on TV to see what people thought of me.
Well, Tina, it's very
Right,
confrontational.
fortunately, Finn had not died, or at least he hadn't in 2006. Hope,
Oh, I
hope you're still going strong,
I read that
Finn.
differently. I read it as I haven't died, people. The end.
Fun. All about Tina O'Brien.
What is there to know about her?
Oh, look at this. 94,000 hits on this page. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
16 and 3 years older than character Sarah Louise. Yeah.
What does this say about Coronation Street wins? Oh, this is to do with her.
Look at these. So,
Pregnancy
I
story.
love the graphics on these. Pamela's... Oh, let's have a look at a Hayley website. Why does Becky Mallet have a homepage?
Why not, Michael? Don't be.
What's
a
wrong
bitch
with Billy
about
Mallet?
it.
Oh. Look at this about Hayley. Oh my god, this is incredible. Please donate. We got your Visa or your MasterCard. And this must
Update
be
coming
only...
soon. Official
Yeah,
website's now
this is the
closed.
thing. So many of these update coming soon, under construction, and it doesn't go
It's
anywhere.
dead now. There's nothing else to say.
This is so great. Oh,
Some
Lauren
fantastic
Hayley.
wedding
This is just
photos.
literally like everything that Hayley has done.
I know.
Up until whenever this was updated. What's the last thing that Hayley did? Roy goes to see Wayne's mother. Okay, so we're back to 2002 maybe time.
If you want to find out more, you can play a game. Apparently,
Oh, I feel sad. I wonder whose website is this? What's the name?
let's say.
Doesn't say Pamela. I hope that Pamela
Pamela.
wasn't too sad when Hayley was taken from us.
Oh, Pam
In
UK.
2014, so sad, so sad. I mean, we were all pretty gutted to lose
I
Hayley.
know, but we didn't
But,
have a website about it,
Yeah,
did we?
this Coronation Street CD featuring Barmy
Barmy Knox. That's what they call
Freshco
it.
homepage.
Mm.
This is
Oh.
that's good. What else have we got?
It's too much fun for me.
Yeah, I know
It's
that
starting to wane.
you're starting to flag a little bit.
Oh my god, this is hilarious!
Freshco got a ton of alone. Trapped in a freezer.
Oh, look at these. It's really good. This is 2006. What?
Have you applied for your Freshco? Why would you do this?
Because it's fun.
This is just like
Brilliant. What a fantastic, hilarious joke. This
people
is the
just
sort of thing
haven't
I
got
would
time
do.
for this anymore.
Yes, they have. We've got
Can't be
nothing
bothered.
but time.
There we go. This was opened in 12th of October 1998. Can I find out about Freshco? It's going to give me a bit of information about their deals. Wow. Up and coming.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they're there we go. They're a global
The
leader
global brand.
in
Netherlands, Cape Town and Weatherfield.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Love that.
Nice
Very
job,
clever.
whoever did that.
Nice little logo
Go down a
here.
bit.
little bit Tesco's-y. What
Oh,
are we looking at?
James
Windsor. Fictional outlet, yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, apparently there is a Freshco in Cape Town.
Oh, well, there we go. There
It's
we
not
go.
affiliated with it.
Brilliant. so much more here that we could have a look at, but I'll leave you guys if you want to explore this a little bit more. Now this is a good one. This is a Spider Nugent website, and this was run by Glenda Young, whose favourite character on Coronation Street was, and maybe still is, Spider Nugent. So she had this little page especially for him. There we go. You can email Glenda Young. I don't know whether that maybe is still a website, a email address actually. Links to 2 of the best Coronation Street sites on the web. So this was before the Coronation Street blog came about. Read the story of Spider Nugent.
That's featured in Mad About Coronation Street. What was that? Was that a documentary?
I don't know. I think maybe that's. Oh, it might have been actually. We'll have a look. There we go. All about Spider. Amazing. Written by Glenda Young. Good job, Glenda. Mad About Coronation Street. Yeah, I think that might be that Canadian documentary actually.
Oh wow.
We saw that years ago, didn't we? No animals, plants, or any living things, including Auntie M, were hurt in the making of this free-range web page. So thank goodness for that. Sad times. Now, what I can do here is click back. I go back here. Hopefully, this is going to work. Glenda did write a poem about Spider. Yeah, it is. Here is Glenda's ode to Spider.
Yeah.
Spider, I love your tatty eco-warrior clothes and the way your hair is messed up and how you go to and fro around the bar in the Rovers with your bottle of pills. You're a lovable scruff and you give me the chills. Spider, you stood up to help save them prawns. You're a bloke with a lot more brain than brawns. You fought Audrey Roberts as council rep and you were there with Auntie M up a tree on Red Wreck. Spider, you're lovely, you make me pout, even if you are a skinny veggie dropout. And if there's one thing I'd like to do, it'd be to play the duet on your didgeridoo. Bit racy, Glenda. Spider, I adore you, and I'll always wait for you, but there's another in the queue, so I'm right behind Toya. Yeah. Well, Toya's moved on, so I think Spider is up for the taking now, Glenda, if you're still interested.
He's probably quite respectable now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is.
He's probably like a tech bro who
I think he's working for the man.
I bet you he has an organic marijuana farm and he's like vapes. He's into vaping. Probably.
This is quite a good one. I can't remember how I found a link to this, but if we can get a few more graphics loaded up on here, it'd be lovely. There's another. I think the thing with the Coronation Street websites back in the day is you either had a plain old manky colour or you had bricks. And when I went on this before, it did have a brick.
Are you going to explain what a Ping Fest is for people that do not know?
Ping Fest, I thought I said that was like a Coronation Street fan convention kind of thing that you can go to, mostly in Canada, I think, but I think they went on in here as well. But sadly, no longer go on, especially in these COVID times. We need to get those going again. What can we have a look at? Plots. What plots do we have here?
Gunpowder, just main one.
I don't know whether this is going to load up for me today. I'm just thinking, we're coming near to the end of the websites that I've got ready for us to go here, and I've seen so much more that we're just not going to have time to do today. But there's just such a wealth of lost and forgotten Coronation Street.
I don't think it's
fandom
necessarily. I think the people that did it remember.
I'd love it if some of the people that made some of these sites were watching this video today. Yeah. We've got any plot lines here? Not that they want to load up for us, but here you give us our brick
backgrounds. What the frequently asked questions could be? Plots and plans.
What is a Corrie?
What's a ping?
No, I don't think it wants to load this for us today. No, that's not working. Sad times. Sad.
Still an advert there for Net Zero. You can get a free website on free servers.
$14.95, yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah. Not a clue. Oh no, this one's not going to work. Let's finish off with a few. So here's Beverly Callard's official fitness website. I think so. She is the UK's #1 fitness presenter. Not only one of the UK's best loved actresses, but over the last 3 years, she's become firmly established as the UK's leading fitness presenter. And we've got a couple of Bev's DVDs ourselves, haven't we? They're pretty good. They are fun. Yeah, I enjoyed doing those.
I think she was my favourite Corrie fitness.
Yeah, if you go over to the Coronation Street blog, you can still find, if you do a little search in their box there, our reviews of some of the Coronation Street fitness DVDs that came out
we could
15
probably
years or so ago.
Do a YouTube video of us actually doing the workouts one day.
One day. When we've got when we've got the bod of late 90s Bev, yeah.
The bod of Bev.
Yeah.
18 weeks it takes you. Oh no!
So these are the different DVDs.
I thought she was saying that's how long it takes you to get
new for $99, available from all good video stockists. Yes, you can transform your body. It's a
Yeah.
shame we need a few more pictures
Facial
on
workout.
this. Amazing.
That explains everything, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that certainly does. Okay,
Jackie
Jackie Dobbs'
Dobbs.
website. I mean,
This was
I
your
do love
website,
Jackie.
right?
I do love Jackie Dobbs. A bit of Maggie Clark on Corrie. Sadly,
This is-
retconned away.
Brandy's website.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot here.
Oh dear, apparently
Tyrone's
I do
first
not
one.
agree with all of Margie Clark's views, so get off my back.
Yeah.
She's an activist about vegetarianism and marijuana. Okay, well we can't indulge those sorts of radical ideas here, can we, Michael?
No, absolutely not. I think is that it for Jackie Dobbs' website?
I don't know what else she expects.
So this is
of
the thing
Jackie
with,
Dobbs
with
website.
quite a few of these, you know, you have this grand idea. I'm going to make a website and I'm going to update it with this, that, and the other, and then it turns out that making a website is a bit of a
Difficult.
time commitment, isn't it? It's a bit of hard work. So that's why
Yeah.
they get there, and then you get your under construction or coming soon, and then nothing ever comes
Not you
of
though.
it.
If you had one of these websites, it would be
Oh yeah,
still going. Probably
well, we
knowing
got
you.
our podcast. That's still going, isn't it?
I know, we can't get
And
out of
this
it
is the
now.
last thing I found today, just because it kind of looked interesting. You could get a Coronation Street quiz game. I don't know. I don't think this was anything you
like
could play
gambling
online. It does a little bit, doesn't it? So just thinking a bit of the old merch that you could get. Is it going to
Look at those old caricature. This looks like they all went down the seafront and got
Very
themselves
much.
a little picture made.
Why don't they do things like that anymore? I
Wouldn't make money.
This is what I'm getting out of then looking back at
just
these
getting mad about it.
websites. That actually there was, even though we've got the access to.
Oh, it's a cabinet game.
Yeah, you got your access to the cast on Twitter. You got your catch up versions of the programs on the ITV hub. We've now got an app, but back then there seemed to be so much that you could get your hands on and you could buy and you could read if you're a Coronation Street fan, and it's just been lost to the mist of time.
Oh well, we'll
So,
bring it back, won't we?
Based on question and answer with phrases. Questions on a variety of topics, including entertainment, sport, technology. So this wasn't a Coronation Street quiz. It was just a Coronation Street themed quiz about random things.
This reminds me of like that
There we go.
that coin machine in Blackpool, which is just Coronation Street themed.
Yeah,
no real
nothing to do with that.
reason.
Well, there we go, everyone. I think we'll leave it there. We've been going just over an hour now. As you could tell, we could have spent many hours having a look through that. Did you? Was that a revelation to you, Jeremy? Because you hadn't seen any of this before, had
No,
you?
you started
did it-
trying to show me a bit before we filmed, and I said, "Don't even show it to me because I want to be surprised and delighted," and I was in equal measures.
It was cool stuff. I mean, maybe there'll be a resurgence of fan sites.
Well,
Maybe not.
who knows what the
Definitely
future of
not.
the internet holds, because social media is accessible.
Exactly. I mean, if we could have spoken to the people who made these websites back 20 years ago and,
like,
and tried to explain
back it up.
what the internet for Coronation Street fans would be like back then, they wouldn't have had a clue. They wouldn't have believed us. And definitely, if anyone goes and has a bit of an explore on this themselves and finds anything that you think would be interested in, please do share it with us.
Write in the comments.
Yeah, write in the comments or email it to us or whatever.
And if you recognise yourself,
Definitely, if
please
you are
let us
any
know.
of these webmasters, please do get in touch with us. Because,
webmasters and mistresses,
I'd like to say
those were the days, aren't they?
congratulations.
Yeah, well done, everybody. This is really good. Lots of time and hard work has been put into this, and
Absolutely,
it really
absolutely.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Well, there we go. I think we will leave it there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Well done if you stuck it through right to the end, and go off and find out some stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
Let's finish. Let's done.
The end, yeah.
Bye.